what we're doing right now is I'm going to quickly cut across to Polomi because she has the list of the speakers where the BJP is concerned. Polomi, interesting mix there that we have in terms of the speakers today that would be speaking. Just taking our viewers through that, you have Jyotiraditya Scindia, you have Amit Shah, you have Smriti Irani, you have Nirmala Sitaraman, and also a mix there of sorts. You have Colonel Rajavardhan Rathore, who would be speaking because he comes in from Rajasthan. There's an election in order. You have Mr. Ramesh Biduri, especially of what has gone down yesterday where the Delhi Services Bill is concerned. You have Locket Chatterjee, who would, of course, touch on what has gone down in Bihar in terms of the violence.
That's right. That is the list, in fact, Preeti, that we've just accessed, the full list of BJP speakers as far as this no confidence motion is concerned. There are 15 total speakers and they come from various regions. So it's divided region-wise, the list that we're looking at: 2 from the west, 2 from the south, 4 from the north, 2 from the northeast, 3 from the east and 2 from central. So that includes Amit Shah, who will also speak, Nirmala Sitaraman, Kiran Rijiju, Jyotiraditya Scindia, Smriti Irani, Locket Chatterjee, Bandi Sanjay, Rajdeep Roy, Ram Kirpal Yadav, Vijay Baghel, Ramesh Biduri, Sunita Duggal, Nishikant Dubey, Hina Gavit and Colonel Rajavardhan Rathore. That is in fact the list which has been accessed exclusively by India Today, which basically tells you that these are the leaders of the Bharatiya Janata Party, including union ministers, who will in fact be cornering the opposition as far as this motion is concerned. They will be speaking on this, and like I said, we've been reporting about this, that there is a likelihood that Amit Shah will also in fact speak in this debate, because it's very likely that on the question of Manipur, all the questions that will be raised on Manipur by the opposition members of parliament, Amit Shah will include responses to the same in his speech. So that is going to be the government's strategy. Also, of course, ministers Nirmala Sitaraman, Kiran Rijiju, Jyotiraditya Scindia, Smriti Irani will, of course, speak on this no confidence motion debate as well, which is to, in fact, begin in about 10 minutes from now.
Well, it's interesting. It's a right. I want to quickly bring in Rajdeep Sardesai, consulting editor, before he... a lot of people very happy to get a picture with Rajdeep. He's on air. So I want to quickly bring in Rajdeep Sardesai into this conversation before he goes into the parliament. Rajdeep, interesting mix that they have. You have senior leaders, cabinet ministers. You also have Smriti Irani, WCD minister. A lot was said about her role or her silence where Manipur came into question. You have leaders who come in from states which are up for elections by the end of the year. You also have local leadership from Delhi, like Mr. Ramesh Biduri, who would be talking about the Delhi Services Bill. Who do you think would be a plausible counter? Because the Congress at one time had quite a might where Lok Sabha was concerned, but dwindling. Other than the likes of a Manish Tiwari, Shashi Tharoor or a Rahul Gandhi, not much arsenal in the opposition's bounty there.
Absolutely. Look at how things have changed in a decade. A decade ago, the treasury benches of the Congress had stalwarts of parliament, Pranab Mukherjee, Chidambaram, strong leaders who could respond to the opposition. None of them are around. Lalu Prasad from within the opposition ranks. But look at what the government has. A, the government has more than 300 MPs. B, they will have much more time. And C, as the list shows, they have a wide variety. They've gone to all the battleground states, not just for Lok Sabha, but also for Vidhan Sabha. They've gone into states which they will see as potential growth areas. And to be fair, today the BJP has a wider variety of speakers in the Lok Sabha compared to the opposition. The opposition suffers from a huge talent deficit when it comes to strong parliamentary speakers at the moment in the Lok Sabha. And I think that will show in this debate. Having said that, there are some outside the Congress who are very good parliamentary speakers, and they won't get much time, which is part of the problem. But in general, I would say it's a heavily weighted debate in favor of the government. You can see from this list that the government has thought it through. Let's take in speakers who come. Jyotiraditya Scindia, Madhya Pradesh, Rajavardhan Rathore, Rajasthan. Both the states go to the polls now. Locket Chatterjee, Bengal, a state that the BJP is in a tug of war with Mamata Banerjee. Smriti Irani, who has been positioned as a face to counter Rahul Gandhi. So I think the BJP has put a lot of effort, as it often does, in just choosing the kind of speakers who could make an impact. Plus, they have the entire bevy of their ministers who will be there. Nirmala
Sitaraman also speaking.
Yeah, because
And possibly Amit Shah as well.
because economy is one of the issues that they are going to look at closely. Amit Shah in terms of internal security, and then the Prime Minister will give the final speech. So if this was a starting point race, you'd say that the BJP is ahead of the opposition in terms of just the sheer size of the artillery that they have ready.
Yeah. And not much arsenal in the armory of the opposition. Rahul, a quick question, then we go into a break.
What I will like to point out here, Rajdeep has listed most of the pluses. The presence of Nishikant Dubey, Smriti Irani, and then Jyotirudaya Scindia. Two of them are key Rahul Gandhi betas. Right from the time I remember when the UPA was in power, Nishikant Dubey emerged as somebody who had done a lot of research in the Gandhi family. And the Robert Vadra papers and all, he was one of the people instrumental in trying to raise them in the house. Since then, he has become a Rahul beta.
Right.
Then there is Smriti Irani who defeated him. So if Rahul Gandhi is going to speak first, then there are going to be two strong Rahul Gandhi betas. Then third, Jyotirudaya Scindia, who was at one time very close. He was the, closest at one time.
Interesting, Rahul. The same man who Rahul Gandhi winked at in
last
2018.
Last time around, the man who winked.
Yes.
Rahul Gandhi winked at is going to be speaking against Rahul Gandhi.
It.
That fact, so that's why I say this list is a very interesting blend created by the